Now, you cool with Unknown still?
I haven't talked to Unknown.
Word.
Yeah.
About how long?
Ooh. I haven't talked to Unknown since Sony decided to kick him out of my deal because I was complaining when I found out he stole publishing money.
Oh, damn.
So,
I just saw him on some. He was on Alonzo's show.
Yeah,
but he had his face covered up.
Him
still
and
covering his
Lonzo
face?
him and Lonzo is cool. My problem is this, and just like I say, if a nigga can fuck you, he gonna fuck you. Now I was a young dude. I knew nothing about the music business. I was just coming into trying to find my identity as far as I'm gangbanging. I'm claiming a neighborhood, blah. I knew nothing about the music business. But when it started, it caught me. Like, I'm finding myself not going to the hood today because I'm sitting at home and writing raps and
Right.
And so it caught my interest because I looked at it like, the f am I finna do? You're trying to figure yourself out around 16, 17, 18. What am I finna do?
Right.
You get me?
Were you guys, and basically Quick, the first crews to claim sets? Because I don't remember anybody claiming an actual set. I knew people were part of sets. You guys openly claimed a set, and that was the first time I've seen that.
I didn't, when I first started rapping, I didn't openly say I was from Tragnew Park because
That would have record sales up, right?
I was from Tragnew, before I started rapping.
Right.
And around Compton, that's
People knew.
exactly.
They already knew.
I didn't feel a need to do that. Now, people knew we were Crips.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the references. But I never openly came out and said Tragnew and probably until my fourth or fifth record.
Okay.
We were already gangbanging. That was, like I tell people, that was before rap started. So partly, the situation with that is, I was from Tragnew, he was from his neighborhood. That was openly known before records even, started coming out. So
Let me ask you this. Your movie that you got, is it dropping at the end of this month?
It's dropping this week.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say microphone check.
Microphone check, yeah.
You talk about the origins of hip-hop a lot over there. Do you touch on the West Coast any?
No, we're going to have to do another film about the West Coast. That's why I'm chopping it up with 8 so
we would
all
like
this
to
game
definitely
up.
be involved.
Absolutely.
We would like to definitely, because Bobcat, when you mentioned the L.A. Posse, Bobcat is my god brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
DJ
wow.
Bobcat is my god brother, so I would definitely, definitely want to be a part of that. You talk about something, and that's what really caught me. That's when I really I said, this brother know what he's talking about. And I think I commented on your Twitter page or X or whatever it's called now, right? I've been hearing a lot of brothers, primarily from the East Coast, no disrespect to none of them cats, right? But they starting to rewrite history a little bit, saying like hip hop is from the Caribbean.
Right.
And now that may have been your inspiration, but that's not where it comes from. Now, when you do microphone check, do you address a lot of that stuff?
We address all of it, man. Because, the 50th anniversary of hip-hop is here. So now that hip-hop is a positive thing and it's corporate now. So there's a lot of money coming into it. And plus, they got the b-boying and breakdancing in the Olympics now. So now there's a lot of money in this. So whenever something is looked at as positive that we create, we always have to get it taken away from us. Now they got to have a co-creation origin. They got to say we got it from Latinos and the Caribbeans, and no disrespect to them, but hip-hop and rap, none of that came from the Caribbean. There was a myth that got started in the 80s that rap came from Jamaican toasting. That's not true. And another myth, they tried to say, well, Kool Herc is the creator of hip-hop. He's not the creator. He's the godfather.
I'm going to tell you who the creator of hip-hop is, to be technical with you. A guy from North Carolina, Pig Pig Meat Markham.
Yeah.
Here Come the Judge.
Yeah, that record, he was actually rapping over a funk break. And a lot of rappers actually got their cadence from that.
And
they
you know
what?
Learned
from that.
I'm going to tell you something. And him being from North Carolina, he kind of made his bones in the chitlin circuit in Harlem.
Yeah.
And he was at the Apollo all the time. So I'm pretty sure somebody went to the Apollo because he was there like every week and he was winning that motherfucker. And I'm pretty sure somebody went to the Apollo and said, you know what, that's kind of tight. Same thing he was doing. If you never heard Here Come the Judge?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been rapping on records since the 1920s. We've always done that. Even when we weren't doing records, we would do something called Hambone, where we would pat on our bodies.
Hambone.
And Hambone, have you heard? Mama gonna buy you a Mockingbird. And you know Mixmaster Spade, he would rap in the Hambone cadence.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Mixmaster Spade and your man in rock. That's Hambone, you know? So that's a part of our culture, man. We've been doing that stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why, because, you know, shout out to my guy, Mr. Mix. I learned a lot about hip-hop being on the road with, you know, between Bobcat. The foundation of hip-hop, first of all, is the DJ.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Slip. You feel what I'm saying? DJ Slip. That was his guy, right?
Yeah.
You know, through all the albums, right? So they would hit me these records. I remember Mr. Mix played me a record one day, and he was like, this is the first hip-hop record right here. And he treat that motherfucker like gold, had it in like this little pillowcase and pulled it from the top of his shelf and played it for me, man. And I said, wow, when this record come from? And like you said, I found out later on that they had been making records since like the 20s. And this is the people right now, I'm seeing the culture get pilfered from us. Like I've heard, and I don't never diss nobody on this show, we ain't about that, but I'm hearing people go out there and say things on major platforms like CNN because they just invite people. They go, what they do with these major publications, these major media houses, they go look at whoever got the highest amount of people on their Instagram or their YouTube.
Right.
And they say, oh, he must be an authority. So they call them people in there and they in there acting as representatives for a culture that they don't know shit about. So they get to telling all these lies and stuff, and those lies eventually become fact.
And that's the problem, man. We got to start gatekeeping the culture because what happens is we let people tell these lies. They tell a little lie and they get away with that and the lies just get bigger and bigger. So now when we start reclaiming our music genres, they treat us like guests in the genre. Like Beyonce. Beyonce has a country album and a lot of the country fans are acting like she's a guest in country, like she's disrespecting country by claiming it. But we created country music. That was created by foundational Black Americans. Same thing with rock and roll. They treat us like guests in rock and roll.
Exactly.
That's our music. They do the same thing with jazz. They try to make us guests in jazz now. That's our creation.
And it's happening if we not careful, man. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, if we not careful, hip-hop is going to go the way of rock and roll.
Yes, it is.
And all those other genres.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.